Welcome back, everybody. In today's video, we will talk about this quest right here. Quest for mechanics, a later quest you get closer to the end of the quest lines. Shooter Born in Heaven. Get 3 PMC kills on 4 different maps: Wood, Interchange, Shoreline, and Customs. More than 100 meters, and they have to be headshots. Now, today I'm going to tell you how I did it, where on each map I went to look for these headshots, and basically just walk you through how I got the quest done as fast as I possibly could. This quest really depends on people's rotations throughout the map. For the most part, the areas I'll show you where I went to get these quests done are either right off spawn, or as Woods and Shoreline, I go to high traffic areas. The guns I would recommend: M700s if you like sniping. If you don't feel comfortable sniping, M4s or SVDs with the M4 M855A1, so you don't one tap. Or for the SVD, you can go SMB, but I would recommend 7-1 just in case. You will one tap 7-1 to the thorax though, so it's your call. Start with Woods. We'll make our way through to Interchange, Shoreline, Customs. As I said, I'm not really going to run through the maps. It's going to be a shorter video. I'm just going to show you where exactly I went on every map and how I got the headshots needed for this quest to get done. So I will see you in Woods. As I said, each map's going to be different. The spots might not work for you every time. Each map might not run the same every time. It really depends. This mission really depends on the PMCs you're fighting's way they move. So for Woods, usually it's rather simple, but some of the spots I use is right here. Then on this rock, you're covered from behind, and you can also aim across. Now there's 2 or 3 spawns over there, and they always like to come down to the beach and run across. It's roughly 200 to 250 meters away, so I always just zero with page up or page down up to 200, and then just fire across and just see where it lands, and just watch them as they're going and try to get the headshot. So this is one spot I use. You can also look into mill this way. You can check Sniper Rock, but that's over 300, I believe. I can only go up to 200 on this, but I believe it's a little over 300 from here to there. Now there's one more spot I'll show, and it's on the other side. Now I'll play a little bit of me running, because I just want to mention again that this map and Shoreline are two of the most... A lot of people think they're the easiest to do. I actually had the hardest time on these 2 maps because of how big the maps are and how basically RNG it is for a PMC to run in front of you. You're hoping and praying in the lanes that you're holding that some PMC is gonna run and try to shoot you, and it doesn't always happen. You know, it's gonna take you a couple tries. You might get it done in 1. It all depends on what the PMCs in the map you're playing are doing. This spot right here isn't a terrible one. You can see what I call coast Sniper Rock pretty well. Those back areas, like as I was talking about, a little bit behind mills. You can see Sneaky from here, and then there's that quest item right there, and then the Wi-Fi camera. So right here is another spot that's not terrible. Sniper Rock, as I shot at earlier, crossing the other side of the mill, is not a bad spot either. The only problem is that those 2 areas, the one I was just at and Sniper Rock, are 2 very high traffic areas. Multiple spawns will run to them just to check them out or just to look in the mill. I will see you at the next spot though, because it's actually a hike from where I'm at right now. So I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, so we're coming up onto the rock that I was talking about being another good spot. There's actually 2 spots I'm going to show you from this rock. I would not get on top of this rock as you're a very good target, but down in here, right over here, in this tree even, you can look across, and now this rock right here is known as douchebag rock, uh, because you can hold the extract from there. But that's not a bad spot to be either. But you're basically these two lanes. You're watching this cross section right here. So I know there's trees in the way, but from that side you can see up to here. You can see all through here, and it's over 100. I think it's like 120, 130, might even be 150. It's a really good spot to get headshots. I actually got one of my headshots from here, shooting from a player from there to here. But if I was on this side, I would be on this side of the rock, personally, just because this view distance right here. You can see all the way down the road, all the way to the truck at Crossroads, and then you can see douchebag and anything else along there. You can also look over, make sure nobody's pushing up on you. The only problem with right here is how open you are to what you're trying to snipe at. You're open to counter sniping. You're also open to flanks on the right side, but this is this spot, and then like I said, back on that rock back there, looking the same, looking just in opposite direction. Those are two spots I used as well to get one of my headshots in this map. But other than that, any tips on this map I would have would be to, if you see somebody running, try to let them get as far away as you can and then take a shot. That's like as I said, it's all RNG, it's all chance that you run into a player at 100 meters. But I will see you on the next map. Now as we load in here. Again, interchanges and customs are two of the easier maps in my opinion. The only issue with interchange is that it's very hit or miss. You will have high traffic areas and you'll be watching them and there'll be nobody come. And then other times you will have low traffic areas that you're watching and everybody comes. So it's very hit or miss. But there are 3 spots, and more like 2 spots in a spawn that I went to get mine. Starters, a lot of people say to go in them towers. That wasn't a tower. Tower. Right there. I don't like to. I feel too exposed. So I don't. Easy as that. We are actually close to one of these spawns that I want to show. So, but as in any map, especially shoreline, woods, I mean, I guess every map, but more shoreline and interchange and woods, I guess. Customs is not really all that, but look for spawns. Try to learn spawns on every map and just look for them when you spawn in. Look to your left, look to your right, because that's how I got 2 of mine on this map, was just right off spawn. I turned to my right or my left and there was players running and I just got the headshots, 100 meters. And I mean, I get it's kind of a jerk kind of way to play, but it is Tarkov, so it's bound to happen. But over here is the spawn, and this is where I actually got 2 of my 100 meters from. Would you spawn somewhere back here? I don't know the exact spot at which you spawn, but the point of it is me and a couple of friends I was running with, we ran up, and actually to your left is another spawn back there somewhere, I believe. And there was actually 3 people who were running, and I ended up headshotting one right here for 100 meters. And then the other one stood still down there trying to get a shot at me, and I hit him for 100. So again, right off spawn, just look to your left and right, see if what you can do. Even if you end up getting 1, that's 1 less you have to do. If you get up getting none, well, you push to this next box I'll show you, which I'll see you when I get there. So for a lot of you Tarkov veterans, if you end up watching this, you'll know what this area is. It's a very popular area. It's actually the middle of the mall, or it overwatches the middle of the mall. Overlooks, better word to use. But these are bay windows to me. And This isn't a terrible spot to get headshots from, but you're obviously wide open. And if you stand up, people behind you can see you. Which, from me, from here back to there is also 100, or a little over 100. This isn't a bad angle to use. Over there is not a bad angle if you're down there a little bit. Out here's not bad, but again, you're open to so many angles that I didn't get a single headshot from here either. I didn't see very much foot traffic through here. A lot of people run the stashes out back, or they farm scavs along that blue wall. But I will head to the next area after I show you this cool little trick I learned. Is that you can actually get up on these if it doesn't kick me off. And this is just another sight line you have. You're pretty open again, but it just gives you sights of different areas. You can look back down there and you can actually have a higher view of things outside. I just thought I'd show you that really quick. Now let me head to the other spot. As with the spot, you'll notice this tech light. It's a rat's paradise up here. People pistol run up here all the time. Coming in here looking for all the juicy juices and the good stuff. This spot really only works if you have 2 people, because you're very open on your right side. So if you have 2 people or a friend to do this with, it makes it a lot easier. But I've gotten a headshot from here, and I have a couple of friends who've gotten headshots. From us down to there is 100 meters. This is better than being down there because I can lay down and have the same sight line as somebody who's standing up down there, which means that my arm stamina, which is in the bottom left, doesn't go out as nearly as fast as what they would be doing if they were standing down there looking this way. I also have very minimal obstruction to this right side. So if somebody was to come up idea side, I would be right here and able to get the 100-meter on them. The same goes from if you were coming up down there looking this way. You can always look for somebody who's camping down here, as I am. But your friend, I'll show you this spot that your friend can stand. And the reason I say it's way easier with 2 people is you jump up on these shelves. Your friend will jump across and then lay down on this. And now I have sightline of escalator and I have sightline of sneaky. Back there's sneaky stairs. And you can clear all of this. Your friend can watch all of this for you. While you're, you'd be wide open to anything coming from your right flank. Your friend can cover it. Other than those 2 spots, interchange any corner to corner action. So like from here, well, this is a bad example, but from mid down across, like I said, from here down across is 100. From Rasmussen to like the back of Ollie, I believe, is over 100. But those are the only spots I wanted to show you on interchange. And I will see you on the next map. Shoreline. There's honestly only one spot that I sat on this map. Every other kill I got 2 kills from this spot, 2 headshots. And the last one I got running and letting somebody get up far enough away to headshot them. But to find this spot, look for the big red tower. This is known as Weather Station. It's almost mid-map. Actually past power if you spawn tunnel side, which is the opposite of where we spawned. But all you do is you come over to the rocks, basically the cliff side of Weather, and you look for this area right here, right down here, because people, when they're doing their scav quests, they're going to rotate from power, which is this building I'm looking at. They're going to rotate down. They're going to rotate over to this building, which we can't see because of the fog. But it's known as gas. You can kind of see it right there where my crosshair is. It's known as gas. And pier, which is not there. So there will be people rotating from power down. You can try to catch them right here. Like I said, I caught 2 of my kills right here. Other than that on this map, it's, again, just playing it and trying to see somebody long range as you're doing your normal routes if you run this map. My normal route from tunnel side to road to customs is just following the shoreline, just as I would opposite. If you guys want to see what I would do normally to run this map, leave it in the comments below. It goes with any map. But again, this is the only spot I sat. I did it for like 3 raids in a row before I finally caught people running from power to gas for the 100 meter. And it's a pain. Shooterborn Heaven is just a pain in general. But again, this is the only spot. Other than that, just run around, try to see somebody far away, or even if you get into a close range fight, try to back up enough to get the 100 meter. So I will see you on customs. So custom. I had the most enjoyable time doing this quest on. There are multiple angles you can hold, but I will show you the 2 or 3 that I used to get the headshot. The first one's actually right here. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to jump sideways onto this forklift, jump again, get up on this red crate, and you can look up onto rocks, which is right here. And this is about 100, probably a little more than 100, but barely. This is pushing it. But rocks also isn't a bad spot to sit. This map is very much this map you are able to kill people off spawn like you can in interchange. One of the spots I actually got my very last 100 meter for the quest to be completed was right up here, because you can spawn old gas, which is right back here. You spawn on this railroad, it's right behind this factory gate. All I did was I ran up past this forklift, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna lay down right here and just watch straight down, because there's 2 spawns that can spawn, because we just came from right there. So there's 2 spawns down this way, 2 or 3 that can come running towards you. Easy headshots. You can also look when you're running down this alley up towards rocks and get 100 from there. I'll actually head on to rocks and show you what it looks like from up there, so I'll see you when I get up there. Break legs. So this is rocks. You can spawn the back corner, you can spawn right behind this area. Radio tower, if that's what you want to call it. You can also spawn further down this direction, I believe. But rocks is not a terrible spot to be. You're just really open. But you can basically do the opposite of what I was talking about, which you can watch the spawn that's old gas come running. 100. There's another spawn back here, that's 100. You can watch into that red crate. You can even, if you maneuver yourself around, see the back of the railroad, which people like to run because that's actually the quest tram right there, the butt of it. If you move further to the left, you can kind of catch a glimpse of the hole in the wall, which is right through here. Kind of hard to see it, this rock, but you just have to keep moving further left to see it. But there's the hole, which is where one of the spawns will come running through. Can come running through. So this spot isn't terrible if you don't want to be that wide open. Another high traffic area that people like to go to is right here. You can watch this hill, which is a really common rotation from dorms to gas station. The dorms is over there, gas station is right next to us. This hill is a very common rotation for people who are coming, especially if they hear fighting or scav boss. You can watch this back hill, which is a spawn. There's a hidden stash up there that people like to go to. And then there's one more spot that I'd like to show you. So I'll see you when we get there. We're coming up to a different spot actually. There's actually 2 spots I want to show you. I forgot about this one until I ran up to it. This is known as elbow. Multiple. I know many people who call it this. You can call it whatever you like. From here to the very back wall is roughly a 100. This is a hit or miss. People will rotate through here all the time, but again, it really depends on the PMCs in the map. Sometimes they'll get killed off spawn, and then the people will rotate towards smugglers and around. But this spot right here, yes, you're very open to multiple angles, but look at the sightline you have on all of this. There's the bridge. You know, you can't really see the land bridges, but you see people rotating. And from back here to the wall is 100. And you're looking at plenty of angles where you can get 100-meter headshots, but you can also get shot in your head too. I mean, part of Tarkov though, am I right? So the very last spot I want to show you is actually right up here, and I'll skip ahead to when I get there. So now that we're on bridge, this is the very last spot I would like to show you that I ended up getting to my 100 meters on. There's a spawn right back here, right around where I'm aiming, where if you do get it and you push onto this bridge, you can end up coming up, getting on this car, and watching the spawn that's in this back corner run across this land bridge. I killed 2 pistolings who were running. It's over 100. Got them both with headshots, and it's just like interchange where, yeah, it's, you know, it's kind of a dick move to end a raid that bad, but, you know, it's Tarkov. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive. So this bridge is major key. This is why a lot of people don't like this map, is because of how choke point it is. The only way to get from, if you spawned on that side of the map to this side, is these 4 bridges. So there's one that we can't see right now, this man-made bridge, and then the 2 land bridges on this side. There is at least 2 other spawns if you spawn right there that can come. I believe 2, could be 3 potentially, but usually this spawn right here, it's in this corner. When they do spawn in, they instantly will push across. And one of 2 things happen: they push across land bridge and you get the easy headshot, or they push into big red and you're rotated up to construction to fight them. So those are the spots I used on every map. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments or stop by the stream. I'll leave my stream in the description below. Hope you guys enjoy your day, and good luck on all the raids. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and a comment, and subscribe if you're new.